So I know sometimes it's easy to take the time period we're living in for granted, but man, we're going through so many technological advancements right now. We have genomics looking to cure diseases, we're on the verge of fully self-driving vehicles, our internet speeds are getting faster, augmented and virtual reality are becoming more and more prevalent, and I think we have reached peak humanity, because now we have something that's better than all of those things combined: smart glass. Both Samsung and Apple are in the works of this kind of technology. Essentially, they'll be creating glasses that can bring the experience of using a smartphone directly to your face. And they'll probably be incorporating some sort of AR technology so that you can scroll through layers of the content that matters to you, like dank memes. That's why when I heard about this SPAC merger, I was really excited. The SPAC ticker symbol is CFII and will be merging with a company called View, which focuses on building smart windows. So I'll get into the software of these windows in a bit, but first I want to explain another important function of these windows. You can kind of think of these smart windows as dynamic glass because they're able to control heat and glare from the sun automatically. So the whole View window ecosystem will eliminate the need for window curtains or blinds. When you want to chill in the dark, you can. When you want sunlight in, you can have that too. It provides flexibility for letting in filtered natural sunlight whenever you need it. So View is able to achieve these incredible features through a series of what they call thin nano coatings in the glass that respond to small electrical charges, which create different levels of tint. This is possible through thin smart layers of metal oxide, which form the electrochromatic coating from the inside of the glass. And when an electrical volt is passed through the glass, the ions can freely move between the metal oxide layer, which causes the glass to tint. So when sunlight actually does hit the glass, certain amounts of solar heat are rejected, while some visible light can pass through, resulting in a darker tint and more optimized temperature for humans. So in a sense, View is providing value in three ways: improving health and productivity, adding value to buildings through equity, and saving on energy through better managing light and temperature, which in the long run is both good for the environment and your wallet. Now, onto the software. Within the layer of the window, they have what the CEO called a high-definition View Smart Display, which can produce a crisp, semi-translucent display. You can kind of think of it like an incredibly thin monitor, which will most likely be running off an operating system embedded in the windows, which looks pretty futuristic, to be honest. Now, I know this technology was teased on the video of their homepage, but I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be available immediately. I imagine it's definitely going to be a feature, but it will probably come out more as a premium option, as right now there's currently not really a lot of information to go off of. So I'm just going to say it right now, I'm really bullish on this company, especially when I think about all the other facets of life that this kind of technology could trickle into. These windows aren't just going to be in corporate offices either. Once the cost and availability of View goes down over time, I really think we'll start seeing these smart window systems in residential homes, probably libraries, museums, and even on glass ceiling panes. So think about it. You could install serene landscape images into these windows and even project a whole panel of a starry night sky on a glass ceiling. And again, this is me just speculating on more of the aesthetic side of this product, because this doesn't have to be just limited to the corporate environment. And if all this wasn't enough, these smart windows also come integrated with 5G chips, giving the inner space that the windows are occupying 5G coverage. The windows also use cloud-connected architecture that acts as a central unit, connecting all these windows together through a smartphone app. So this company has its foot in the green space, cloud computing, and 5G sector, which kind of makes this company seem like the embodiment of what a 2021 stock should be. Now, in terms of revenue and market share, this company is claiming to have roughly 80% of the market share in the smart glass industry. And for growth, in 2020, they're looking at $31 million in revenue, and then from there, they've basically mapped out an ideal rosy vision of a future where they expect to be pulling in over $1 billion USD by 2025. If they can really pull that off, then I will tip my fedora to them. But I think realistically, it might take them a bit longer to get to that $1 billion mark. But keep in mind, even though these numbers look really good, their expected gross margin won't be positive until 2022, in theory. So gross margin is just the sales revenue a company retains after subtracting the costs with producing the goods that it sells. So all in all, the associated costs that come with paying the workers, buying the materials, and the money that goes into the research technology basically needs to ensure that the factory is running efficiently and can scale as the business grows. And personally for me, not seeing any positive gross margins until 2022 is not a big deal at all. This company just has so many great things going for it that I really don't care if they aren't profitable till a year from now or so. Regardless though, the reason why I'm still bullish on this company is that, first and foremost, their technology just seems flat out cool. Secondly, I know this may seem a bit arbitrary, but their website is actually very modern, fully fleshed out, and has a great user experience, unlike some other websites that I know of. Sunlight Financial. I could totally see a future where smart windows become the norm for businesses and eventually the housing market. And while View's financials right now are honestly not the best at all, this is a company that will undoubtedly be profitable soon. Probably what gives me the most confidence about View though is the sheer number of firms that want to do business with them. I mean, just look at this. So yeah, I think you get the idea. Even though I'm bullish on this company, I will not be buying any shares yet. I want to wait and see what's coming next for them and look into more about who their competitors are. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it at least mildly informative. I'll see you next time.